This video is to show the difference in magnification and detection range between the Trijicon scopes. We have the 60mm to the right, the 35mm in the middle, and the 20mm to the left. These are the new Reap IR V2s. The only difference between the 35 and the 20mm is the lens size, as you can see. 20mm is 1.5x, 35 is 2.5, and the 60 is 4.5. The larger the lens, the more magnification, and the farther the detection range. We're going to be looking at a thermal target that is Coyote sized. When you're on black hot, it reflects the sky, so it will look white on black hot and black on white hot. Again, thermal target, 100 yards. This is the 20mm. Has a great wide field of view. Unfortunately, the sun glares on some of these, so you saw what it looked like there. We got partly cloudy skies. I didn't realize what was happening. Anytime the sun goes, it glares out the screen there. Anyways, 2x. Coyote at 100 yards, so 2 digital X, 4 digital X. I think that would be real easy to take a headshot. And 8x, even though you've reduced your resolution very far, I think you could still take a headshot there. We'll go back and we'll go through the different polarities. This scope is perfect if you hunt something really wooded areas. I wouldn't be comfortable probably much more than 100-yard shots, but if you're up close, it would be a great thing. You can even see the end of the suppressor. This is on my honey badger. It's only a 7-inch barrel with a Trash Panda can on it, so it's not very long, and it's such a wide field of view you can see the end of the suppressor. I really wanted to show you the resolution, and this is kind of a good image here, but again, the sun is shining on the screen. I didn't know it at the time when I was filming this. I didn't see it till I got back, so it's actually even better resolution than what you're seeing. The sun is washing out the screen. Alright, now we're going to go to the 35mm. This is my Mark III IR Hunter, 35mm. The Reap IR and the 35mm IR Hunter use the same lens and the same core. So this is the same target, same distance, 100 yards, Coyote target. Much more magnification, not as much field of view, but I would feel way more comfortable shooting with this. Fortunately, we have some good cloud cover here, and the screen isn't getting washed out as much. There's a little bit of it right there. Alright, we're going to zoom in here. There's 2 digital X. Every time you zoom in, you cut your resolution in half. There's 4X. And there's 8x. Very easy, no problem to take that shot. Again, 100-yard Coyote target. We'll go through the polarity. And this is a great, 35mm is a great all-around scope. If you want to use it for spotting and shooting, it'll do both of them very well. I mean, obviously 100 yards is not any problem for it on a Coyote-sized target. So a lot of people use this, the 35mm, as a dual roll. And we're just going through the different polarities here just so you can see. Again, the target shows up exactly opposite of what it would show up in real life. It would look like that on black hot. Alright, we're going to go to the Big Daddy, my favorite scope to use, the 60mm. Unfortunately, the sun came out every time I pulled the 60mm. The whole screen is washed out here. It normally looks like what the other ones did. I did not know this was happening, and we were in full sun the whole time I filmed with the 60mm at 200 and 100. So I hate that that happened because this is a beautiful scope. It is my favorite scope. But here we are, 100 yards. This is why I love to shoot with the 60mm. That would be no problem at all. Great resolution. If it wasn't washed out, it even washed out the focus a little bit because the camera is trying to focus, and I could not tell until I got back here. So 2x, I mean, No problems taking that shot. 4x, 8x. I mean, you can even still see the ear with the lowest resolution at all. It is super windy as well, so that's why it's kind of shaking around there. I couldn't even use the audio. That's why I'm talking over it, because there was so much wind it destroyed all the audio from this. Going through the polarities, edge detect. There you can really see how the sun is washing it out on edge detect. Again, most of this is to show the difference in magnification. Alright, now we're going to move back to 200 yards. Same target, same spot, same conditions. 200 yards. I mean, it's there. I know it's there. I can't even see it. It should be showing up as a white target. I'm seeing little glimpses of it. You can see the trees. That would be a hell of a shot, for me at least. The mill dot covers almost the entire target. Great image. Really wide field of view. Just and there you see some of it sparkling there. Now we're going to go to digital 2x. You can see some of it. You can see the outline, but it's not showing up like it should. At 4x, now you see the complete target. Nothing changed except magnification. Same point, and there's at 8x. If you knew that was a coyote and you could see which way he's moving, I think you could hit him and pick out the head, but it's 200 yards is pretty close, I think, to the max of this. And I really wouldn't want to be pushing out that far. For a spotter, this is excellent with that wide field of view. And there you can see where the sun's glaring. It comes and it goes with the clouds going over. All right. 35 millimeter. Again, this is what they all should look like. We got a cloud come over, and this is what they should all look like. They should look beautiful like this. There's a cow. So see, we're on black hot. That's how things should look, but this is a reflective target, so it shows exactly opposite. I'm going to have to go run the cow off. Got it sitting here on my Reaper rest. So still pretty good wide field of view. 200 yards. It's a small target. There's digital 2x. And again, like we talked about, every time you zoom in, you cut the resolution in half. But still, I could take that headshot there. I know which end would be the head. And on a live target, it's going to be moving. It would be even easier to tell. And now we're up to 8x max resolution. Still able to take the shot. Feel pretty comfortable with that. And we'll zoom back out and go through the different palettes. It looks beautiful with cloud cover. Man, oh man, that looks good. And like I said, through the eyepiece, all the scopes look like this. We just didn't get washed out on this one. So I left it up longer just so you can see. All right, Big Daddy, 60 millimeter. Again, my favorite scope. 200 yards is no problem. When I filmed with this one, sun was out full blast, washed out the whole image. So it has the detail of the 35 millimeter that you just saw with this extra magnification. Let's pan over. That calf is at 15 yards. So from 15 yards to 200 yards, excellent image. That I would have no problem taking that shot. In fact, I'm pretty comfortable going out to about 500 yards with this scope. I just wish it hadn't washed out. It's so depressing. But it is what it is. Again, we're showing the magnification differences here. 2x. Wind's blowing the tripod around a lot. 4x. And 8x. And it's washed out, so that's terrible. You would be able to see the ear still if it wasn't washed out from the sun. All right, we'll go through the different polarities here so you can see. I hope this taught you something or you learned something, again, I wish the 60 millimeter hadn't got washed out. Imagine this magnification at what the 35 millimeter just looked like, and that's what you have. I prefer more magnification when I shoot, and I prefer either the 20 or the 35 millimeter for spotting and scanning. So any monocular that I have would be a 20 or 35 millimeter, probably 35 millimeter just for the extra detection range. And I prefer this 60 millimeter for shooting, especially 50 yards and out. You can, as obviously I went on that calf at 15 yards, you can take up close shots as well. So for all y'all looking, be sure to visit my store, HueyOutdoors.com, and we have all these available right now. Thank you for watching.